Well, hello there and welcome to my channel. So today I am doing something quite different that usually does not happen on my channel. A digital speed paint with commentary too. Like, whoa, what is happening right now? And something also that pretty much never happens. First of all, I'm showing you the sketching that's going on in my brain, but whenever I do something digitally, I almost never sketch on the actual computer. I usually sketch in my sketchbook or on paper or whatever, and then I take a picture and scan it, and then upload it to the interwebs and go from there. I almost never sketch directly on here, which is weird for me. And what I'm drawing right now is my original character, Catalina, the Cyclops, of course. And she's also an elf. She has them pointy ears, and sometimes I give her fangs, sometimes I don't. I don't know, it depends how I'm feeling that day. So if you know me at all and my art, you know that I'm really into Cyclopses. This started like last year sometime. I don't know, but I like it. It's fun. So you didn't see me do this, but I started off and you did see me do the first sketch layer, and then afterwards I did another one on top of that just to clean it up for myself so I get a better idea of what I'm doing. So I cut that part out because it was really repetitive, but you can see my second sketch layer right now. And then to start the whole shading thing, I did a base block color on her skin, and her skin is kind of like a purpley gray blue type color. So I did that as a base layer, and then I take a darker shade and then I begin shading with that. And to actually shade, I use the generic brush tool that comes with Paint Tool Sai. I don't know, I just started doing that one day and it works for me. I don't need no fancy brushes. Yeah. And I used to, when I started painting digitally, I used to always do really precise line art and then stick to it, but I found that to be so tedious and so annoying. I just could not handle it. So then that's why I shied away from digital art quite a bit, because I just hated doing the line art. And then since I've been doing a lot more traditional art with watercolors and such, like you've seen on my channel, I kind of learned more to not really have such thick line art, and so I've been trying that recently, where I kind of do a lineless look to my art. And so I have the sketch layer there just as a reference point to see where to put things, but I don't really include most of that in my final artwork. Like you'll see at the end, I'll kind of explain a little bit more of what I do with the line art as I go through the process. And now you just saw me doing the lips. They started off like a more peachy color, but it wasn't quite bright enough for me. So what I did is added another layer on top of that with an intense bright orange, and then I set the transparency down. And then I also went into the hue and saturation filter area and changed it so it's a bit more orangey. And then I kind of forgot to record this part, but her collar, whatever that is, I pretty much did the same thing as I did with her lips. And then I'm going in and starting her hair. I copy and pasted that because I am lazy. And then erasing the part around her eyes. Yeah. What was I talking about? I feel like I just had something to talk about, but I already forgot. Her eyebrows. And then those little like dots underneath her eyebrows, I don't really know what they're supposed to be. If it's like jewelry or like a piercing, I don't know. I thought it looked cool. Can you like get just like a piercing like that on your like eyebrow bone? I don't know. I feel like that wouldn't work out, but I think it looks cool. So like, why the heck not, right? And then shading her hair. And one thing I'd say, I do really like how this came out overall, but one thing that I'd like to work on, I guess, more is that in the end, her bangs really blend in with the rest of her hair. You can kind of even see it now starting to happen. So I'd probably like to have the back hair a little darker, or more highlights in her bangs or something to make them pop out a little bit more, because you can't really tell what's going on here. And then you could really see the individual brush strokes there in her hair, and I didn't quite like that, so probably one of the only times I used the blend tool to just soften those lines. And then at the end of her hair here, I'm using the eraser to look more like there's individual strands of hair and not just the big fat brush tool that I used to lay in the color earlier. Now I'm adding in some crazy hairs, because we know, we all have those flyaways. Like, come on now. Ooh, wait for it. There it is. I thought that looked so hilarious, just her bangs and then those little like curly things right in front of her ears. I don't know. I was like laughing about that when I was trying to edit this. And now I'm trying to do a background, and that I'm also not so great on, I'll be honest. So I tried to go for something simple, and at first I did a really dark purpley color, but I thought that washed out her skin a little too much. So I kind of made it a little more gray and not quite so dark. So in the end, I think it looks a little bit better with her skin not being quite so washed out. And then, I don't know. Her eyelashes. I struggled so much. I don't know why with her top eyelashes. Like, I still don't like them too much. I don't know why. I was struggling with them. I usually have a lot of fun doing eyelashes, but this time around, I just couldn't get it for some reason. And then her eye, which is actually another thing which I still don't really have figured out. Like, each time I draw her, I give her a different color eye. I don't know. And ooh, right here, something great to talk about. You can kind of see I have that really bright section of gold in her eyes. And what I do is, if you see on the left hand screen right above the layers, there is the opacity section, and then there's that blend mode. What I do, like also in her lips, to make it so vibrant and almost fluorescent, I guess, and kind of metallic in her eyes, is I think I just mess around and see which one I like. Like, there's the multiply, I don't know, and then the addition, like, layer blend mode, and so I just mess around with that to see whichever one I like the most. I don't know what, like, they actually mean or what they're supposed to do, but I go along as I do. And I don't remember if there's anything else I was going to say, but I kind of gotta go because the video is ending. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you. Oh, wait. No, I don't know. There's no more time for that. Okay. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching.